I have the deepest respect for Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka because he holds a very high office within our community. But Kalonzo Musyoka is neither a voter or a candidate in Machakos County, and he really has no business telling the people of Machakos who should vote, who should stand, and who should not. As you know, I am the party leader of a small party called CCU, and not a member of Waita. We are constituent members of the Azimio coalition, which consists 26 parties.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon to you viewers. I hope you're fine wherever you are. Welcome to Talk to Africa. My name is George. Nzioka Waita, a gubernatorial candidate in Machakos, has told off Kalonzo Musyoka and asked him to keep off the politics of Machakos. Is it right for Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila Odinga to campaign for their constituent parties, yet actually there are 26 parties in the Azimio coalition? Is it right for them? Is it the right thing to do at this particular time in our elections? If you're watching this channel for the first time, kindly consider subscribing to it. If you like this video and any other of the videos that we've already recorded, kindly like the videos on YouTube.
So, being a lover of democracy and somebody of his caliber should be the one to encourage as much competition as possible, because ultimately the people who benefit will be the people of Machakos.
It is a fact that Raila Odinga needs members of parliament so that he will be able to sell his agenda to parliament. However, Azimio is not ODM. Azimio is a constituent of parties. So Raila Odinga has to actually know how to manage his coalition of parties so that he can actually raise the number of people in parliament to ensure that the Azimio agenda sails through parliament and sails through the house. Raila Odinga has actually been campaigning for people who basically will not be in parliament or in senate. Just the same way Kalonzo Musyoka is campaigning against Nzioka Waita is the same way that Raila Odinga campaigns for governors in various counties. This is more harmful to Raila Odinga and Azimio than it is to actually Kalonzo Musyoka, because Raila Odinga will be the one who will be charged with the responsibility of keeping the Azimio coalition together and ensuring that Azimio actually fulfills its mandate as per manifesto. It is not easy to argue that ODM, for that matter, Raila Odinga, has any reason to campaign for gubernatorial candidates who, by the way, are executives and are supposed to deliver. They should be accountable to the people who elect them. They don't represent Azimio or ODM in parliament. They are not in senate. Similarly, Nzioka Waita is a gubernatorial candidate and his party is in Azimio. We do not think it is right for Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila Odinga to campaign for their constituent parties while actually running under Azimio. Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka should know that governors are neither in Senate nor are they in Parliament. So the issue of representation and passing their agendas in Parliament when they form the next government does not arise. People in the 47 counties would like to have an executive who basically is popular and is going to execute his mandate without the interference of the president, the deputy president, the prime minister, or the prime minister for that matter. Do you think it is beneficial for Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka, being members of the Azimio, to interfere by campaigning for their constituent parties, that is ODM and Wiper, instead of letting the people of those 47 counties decide. Is this beneficial to Azimio? Is it going to cost them if they continue this way? However, I wish to note that when Raila Amolo Odinga was in Kisii last time, I think it was like last weekend, Raila Amolo Odinga actually attempted to keep off the discussion of the constituent parties and the people who are running under the constituent parties of Azimio.
Sasa sisi tunaendelea pamoja kama wana Azimio. Sisi, mimi na Martha ndio tuko tikiti ya Azimio. Wale wengine wako kwa tikiti ya vyama tofauti, iko ODM, iko Jubilee, iko Wiper, iko NARC na Kenya na kadhalika, sio? Lakini yetu ukienda kupiga kura, angalia tu Azimio. Sema tu Azimio. Azimio. Sio?
If you are a careful observer, you realize that Martha Karua has actually been letting people decide who the gubernatorial candidates should be based on performance and not based on Azimio. It is good to campaign like Raila Amolo Odinga did, at least then did last time, campaigning for Azimio, top of the ticket, that is Raila Amolo Odinga himself and Martha Karua, and let the constituent parties of Azimio 1 Kenya decide. Right now, Raila Amolo Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka should be working, to get the majority of their constituent parties in Senate and in Parliament, as opposed to even then campaigning for governors. In my view, if you ask me, I would say that some of the governors that these gentlemen are campaigning against, like Nzioka Waita, are very good and able people who have actually been tested with time. In any case, campaigning for these people, these governors are not going to represent this Raila Amolo Odinga or Azimio in Parliament. So they should let the counties free to make sure that the counties decide the type of governors that they wish to have. What do you think? Should Kalonzo Musyoka and Raila Amolo Odinga stop campaigning for their constituent parties, or should they continue campaigning for their constituent parties? Will this be beneficial to Azimio in terms of the end results, or will it cost them votes? Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to Talk to Africa. My name is George.